Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker. Set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football.
Okay, ready?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
To the air, it's Vic. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Vic. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4.
Ready? Mustang 19. 19, 18. Ready?
Vic gonna look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Throwing is Vic. That's going to be intercepted. Into space. Still going. And the Bisons are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. The man in motion here is Chark. Shotgun snap for Wolf. This one caught at the floor. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
From the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Austin. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Butker's extra point is good, and the Bisons will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here's Isaiah Pacheco. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's Vick. Moving left. He keeps it himself.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
70.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense, continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Bills 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Come on.
Throwing now, Vick. The toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Buffalo.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his 1st target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
To throw is Vick. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll be 3rd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Passing right side, and Chase has it. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. On play action, it's Vick. He runs with it. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal.
Ready?
Here's a design run. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Short kick taken just inside the 20. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Ward. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. All even on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
A tight end in motion now.
Bison. Ready.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
Okay, ready.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. County Lions.
They'll send a tight end in motion.
Let's go.
To the air again. Ward will be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing again is Ward. Inside the 10, it is caught. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bison.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He's going to let that to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Come on, come on.
They'll begin here on the ground. Inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Bills. takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series. They've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 48-yard line.
Get it. Ready.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. Throw on the run is complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 33 yards.
Go street. 70. Mustang 19.
On first down, it's Ward. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On the jump.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the pistol, here comes Gibbs. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up first and goal.
Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal.
19 Tiger. Cougar 19. Warrior 70. Steady.
From the gun, here's Ward. Pushed out to his left. That one too far. Over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete.
And with nothing open, he might have been better off just trying to see if he can make something happen with his legs. But with the way this defense is flying around, I'm not sure there was a play to be made either way.
They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal.
Head.
That one taken in. Touchdown, Austin.
Pretty interesting sequence of play calls here, Mike. You can tell going into this game, they felt their matchups down here deep in the tight red zone were better through the air than maybe they were necessarily on the ground. We see 2 back-to-back throws. The second one, though, results in a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And that'll go out of bounds. A great effort. They wanted to pin them, a directional kick, cover it, but instead the ball goes out of bounds, so it backfires, and they'll take over at the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them first and 10, up at the 40. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He was taken down.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now, Vick. Open man, downfield, it's Hawkinson. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 31 yards.
First and 10.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Come on. Lightning, ready.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Greg Newsom on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Hawk 70.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this.
Okay, ready.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Mustang 60 Eagles.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one is caught by Reed. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
That's good for a Bills.
17 yards on that play. Good for a Bills first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And his defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Let's go now. Steady.
On 3rd down, it's Vick. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
Their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw is Ward. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
That's good for Austin. First down.
The man in motion here is Charlie.
21 yards. First down, Bison.
Can't do 11. Warriors 17.
On 1st down, Ward. Rolling right. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn.
Ward's pass. Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On the ready. Go.
Trying to start on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hot. Ready.
Quickly into the hands of Chase. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 49-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That's going to be caught. And it works to perfection. A double pass leading to a run into the end zone for a touchdown. Patterson now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills go up by 7. 28-21.
Bison's 21.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
On the 6. Here we go. Start.
Tight end motioning left. Now, 1st down throw for Ward. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. the bootleg, it's Ward. Moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
13 yards. First down, Austin.
Here we go.
The man in motion here is Chark.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Ready?
Play fake, now Ward to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
7 yards.
That is Bradley Chubb. Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Ready? Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Bison.
Touchdown, Austin.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 1. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Whoa. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. A gain there of 21. First down, Buffalo.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing now, Vick. And that ball incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
That one finds Chase. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Just seems like the quarterback and the wide receiver just aren't quite on the same page. That's a throw we've seen them make time and time again throughout the year, and on this one, just a little bit off.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Vick gonna look to throw. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he's gonna be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before third down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Come on, set. 60 Bison.
To the air, it's Vick. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Ready up.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. That one intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar. He's to the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Austin. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Seven Pirates, Cowboy 80.
Here's Vic. That's going to be pulled in by Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
To throw, here's Vic. Thrust, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
It's second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Ready.
To throw is Vic. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he is going to have the Bills first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Ready, set.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Back.
Throwing is Vic. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That non-verbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Another shot at it from the nod. Second down and goal. He'll look to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
19, 79 Broncos.
Throwing here on third and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. On comes Patterson for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bills will tie things up all even at 35. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Ready up.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And another first down, and another big gainer. This time, 23 yards.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Ready.
From the 35, here's second and 6.
76, 60 Bison. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, Ward. He's going to let this one go deep. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver falls incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
18, fight in. Here we go.
Throwing on third down, Ward. This one into the hands of Marshall. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. Fourth quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Ready. Coconut Cowboy.
Off play action, it's Ward. He's got it at the 7. And he will score! Touchdown, Bison. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. And Butker on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bisons will go up by 7.
Bisons 42, Bills 35.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Set. Ready.
Don't give on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
37-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at
On the
best.
set.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Set. Put.
Now, Vic. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kyle Thugger. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. DJ Chark. Touchdown, Austin. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
On play action, it's Vic. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Like sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. His 11th grab of the game. And a first down.
37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cut 19. Cut 68.
Throwing now from the gun. To the left side. Caught by Chase. And he is out of bounds down at the 21.
16 more yards.
And that's going to do it. It'll put him over 200 receiving yards in the game. What a performance. That grab also comes with a first down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he's caught. And he will score. Game on. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2.
Lining up for a 2-point
60
conversion.
Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup. Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get about 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Ward. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
At the 34-yard line.
Let's go now.
Vic gonna throw to start this drive. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And the Bills.
That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
22-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike, but unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Quickly into the hands of Chase. And he will score again. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bills. Touchdown number 3 for him in the game. He's up to 20 on the season. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown catch, number 20 on the year. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a 2-point game. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
70, Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Tight end going in motion here.
Ready.
Shotgun snap for Ward. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And we got a big 3rd down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs.
Junior Gibbs, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Bobby Okereke. A gain of 2. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches.
Cougar 19. Smack. 19.
They'll run for it, and it's Connor. They convert with a gain of 15.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Ready, break.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready, hut, hut.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown, Bison.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now, an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. The kick is good. And the Bisons will make it a two-score game as they are now up 9. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
They'll come up for first and 10.
Let's go. ATG, go.
One back away. It is incomplete. They go for the RPO. Cannot connect. And it'll bring up second down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
Here comes second down.
60. Set it. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go street. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Coming across the field on target to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's good for a Bills.
They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Bills first down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Vick gonna look to throw. A toss left side caught by his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Second and 7.
19 tight. 19 tight. Back.
To the air. It's Vick. Passing right side. And Chase has him. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Third and 5.
Come on, come on. Set.
Throwing now, Vick. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
14 yards.
A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
26-yard line.
To throw, here's Vick. He's got it inside the 5. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Bills will cut it to a 2-point lead. They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch him by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
A run here with Gibbs. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Second down, they need 7.
Here we go.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. Get a stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Here is 1st and 10.
Down. Cowboy 80.
Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. This a mess on the offensive end. He goes out of bounds. That's going to be a loss of 5 yards on that play. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
70 Rangers. Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here we go. One final play. This one deep downfield for Chase. And the Bisons are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal the game. So it's a win for our visitors. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.